Hello and welcome to another edition of the Gravestone Pros here at North Country Memorials. I am so glad that you are joining us today. It is going to be a good day. Today, we're going to show you how we engrave a road name and an address onto a rock at my cousin's house. It's going to be great, so come along! I know some people kind of specialize in doing rocks and boulders and that kind of thing. We do a bit of it, but we don't do a ton of it. So when people come in and ask about it, I'm always kind of like, yeah, I don't know. It's just not my favorite thing to do. But honestly, it always ends up being not quite as bad as I thought. Also, a lot harder than I thought. Somehow both at the same exact time. Let's see where he picks up.
At a customer's home, getting ready to just kind of look at a rock that we're going to put their house number and road number on. And so I'm just coming over to it here. This one they've got pictures of, but it was when there was no leaves. So obviously we're going to have to get rid of the tree that's growing there, and just got to check it out. Take two on my on which surface. I hadn't looked close enough on my file, and so what I was showing was this bottom surface here, and actually where we're working is up here. Still needs to be tooled. It's got some rough area to it, and there's some pretty good divot here, and so we won't flatten it out much, but definitely get the rough edges off. Otherwise your stencil will just have trouble sticking.
Guys, we have been doing this since 2015, and I wanted just to take a second to say thank you for subscribing. Thank you for watching and commenting. I love it. If you've been around since 2015, I would love you to drop a comment and say, been here since the beginning. I want to know, is there actually anybody still watching that watched us way back then? Anyways, if you haven't subscribed, do it now. So this, a lot of this, Dad got video of, and some of it he got audio talking about what he was doing and how he was doing it, but some of it he just wasn't able to, and a lot of the audio just was not good, clean audio. So I thought it might be better if I just go ahead and do a little voiceover for some of this stuff so that you guys can hear better and know what's going on. So he started out, got everything kind of laid out. I had already actually been there and done that part. Got the stencil cut for him and sent him out. And then he knew he was going to have to kind of hand tool some stuff and get it how he wanted. Here he's just peeling the stencil so he can get his edges and see how much he actually needs to take off and flatten out. We don't do a lot of this, but every now and then we have to do some, and it's just part of the process. But as he was working here, it started to rain. You can see it pelting a little bit, and here's what he said.
If you're seeing an outfit change, I don't know what I caught on filming before, but we got rained out. And so now we're back, aren't we, Julian?
Yes.
Tell them what happened.
It rained hard.
Oh, and we got what?
Soaking wet.
Yeah, so Grandpa had to go get his clothes changed. So we're back. We are back, and we're going to
do some
continue.
more work on it.
Some more work.
So after that, he got back at it and continued working on the hand tooling, and he was making good progress, honestly. We used to have a lot harder time with this kind of stuff. I remember the first time we ever did some of this kind of stuff, we did not have a Dalet tool, and boy, goodness, it was a rough day. We were recessing a panel to put a bronze plaque into. That was not what I would call fun, but we did it. We got there. So he's just drying this out and getting ready to put on the stencil filler. That'll just help make the stencil stick a little bit better later on once he goes to actually do the blasting. And unfortunately, he didn't have a lot of stuff talking about the actual blasting and showing the actual blasting. We just get a short little clip of him starting. You can see him getting his gear on and getting ready. And you can see him kind of preparing to get the stencil stuck on, but it just kind of jumps right from there to the finished finished product, and then he was just on to painting and you know, finishing up, cleaning up. And so it's just kind of how it goes. Sometimes I don't get all the footage that I would like from Dad, and that's just part of working together.
We are wrapping up. We've done, I don't know, 5-6 layers of paint. Going to do one last layer of paint, let it dry a bit while I pick things up, clean things up, and then when I'm done with that, it should be dry enough that we can wash it, and it'll be what it will be. Yeah, I like to layer it because I've found that that lasts much longer. As my grandpa Christman would say, who spoke a very little bit of Pennsylvania Dutch, das is genoeg. That is enough. It's not really the grand reveal because it's got to get cleaned up, but it's always nice to see this part of it happen. You're just one step closer. And you get to see if there's any background issues that you got to figure out. We sure charge enough. We better do a good job. Of course, when you're sitting there underneath the hot hood and you're sweating, you're thinking, oh, did we charge enough? Oh, yeah, it's called work for a reason. Break down the glue. Used to use I don't know what it was made of, but it smelled like it was citrus, and which was nice, but it was also about 8 times per gallon or more compared to mineral spirits. And mineral spirits does the exact same job, just doesn't smell like citrus. And now we buy 55-gallon drum.
Guys, thank you for coming along. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Hopefully it was educational and entertaining. That is always our goal. Always fun seeing Dad figure things out and work his way through problems, even with the rain and even with stuff that wasn't quite perfect. You know, it turned out pretty good, and I was kind of bummed we didn't get to see some of the aspects of it. I would have liked to see the engraving a little more. It's hard to get shots of engraving when we're here at the shop because you're always looking through a screen, but I was hoping while he was out there he'd get a good shot, but he was a little worried about the camera and he didn't want to have the phone too close, and that's always a concern too. But maybe we'll get a better shot another day, but it just didn't quite happen on this video. But you could see kind of how he goes about doing it. Hopefully you enjoyed that and found that it was a lot of fun. Thank you for supporting and watching. We really appreciate, and we will see you all next time.